Hey there, this is KP with Coronavirus Diaries, a channel dedicated to the documentation of a world under lockdown. Today I'm going to talk about cigarette smoking. Now, I used to smoke for many years. I was up to about a pack and a half a day. I quit about 1.5 to 2 years ago, and I feel and smell much better. Now, this is not a video where I'm going to tell you to quit. I'm sure you get enough of that already, and what you do to and with your own bodies is your business. But I am going to tell you how smoking relates to COVID-19. There have been numerous reports and studies done that show cigarette smokers are more prone to getting sick, whether it's with the common cold, the flu, bronchitis, or what have you, and that's because smokers have a compromised immune system. Your body is so busy fighting off the carcinogens, tar, and other chemicals that it just doesn't have its full strength to keep you from getting sick. And aside from more mucus and less airflow, smoking also causes the broom-like hairs called cilia that line your lungs and are meant to clean them to burn away. The good news is that your lungs heal very fast, and smokers who quit start to feel better within a month. The bad news is that COVID-19 attacks your lungs much like pneumonia, and it's much harder to fight back and survive this disease if you smoke. In addition to this, smokers are smoking more due to the stress associated with the pandemic, social distancing, isolation, and the fact that if you work from home because of all this, you can pretty much smoke all day. There are several triggers that cause smokers to light up, and they generally fall into 4 main categories: emotional, pattern, social, and withdrawal. I'm going to focus mainly on the emotional triggers, but just so you're aware of what the other ones are about, pattern triggers happen when you connect an activity to smoking. Maybe you always smoke when you're talking on the phone, or mine was always when I drove somewhere, so my cars always smelled like ashtrays. Many like to do it after they eat or right after sex. Hopefully not during sex, but if that's your thing, Social triggers are when you go to a bar, to a party, to a concert, or you join your coworkers outside at break and smoke in that circle. They always include other people who smoke. Withdrawal triggers are the only physical ones, and they happen when your body is craving nicotine and just want that fix and just wants to feel normal again. You generally feel restless, more stressed out, you feel the need to do something with your hands or mouth, and merely smelling a faint whiff of cigarette smoke puts you over the edge and will make you crave it even more. Emotional triggers happen when people are feeling intense emotions, ergo the name. They remind you of how smoking puts you in a good mood and relaxes you, so that when smokers feel anxious, bored, down, or lonely, they crave a cigarette. Anxious, bored, down, or lonely. Does that sound like some feelings that may be all too common right now? A 2015 study out of the National Center for Biotechnology Information showed that loneliness increases smoking activity. See where I'm going with this? Smokers are more susceptible to COVID-19 and feels its effects to a higher degree. And because of COVID-19, we have to self-isolate. And isolation causes a type of anxiety that leads to more smoking. You put it all together, it's easy to see there's a vicious circle that emerges. So if you can take this time to focus on other activities, hobbies you can revisit, maybe you can write that book you've been putting off, anything that will take your mind off smoking and help you cut down or quit, it will be helpful to you. But then again, that's not my business, that's yours. And speaking of you, if you have any pics or video of events happening in your neighborhood that relate to COVID-19 or to self-isolation, please get in touch with us at the comments below, or email us at coronavirusdiaries@gmail.com, and we will be in touch. And please subscribe to the channel so you know new videos are up. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless. This is KP signing off.